Look at my Star Trek toys! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Look at My Star Trek Toys. And I'm sure you're all like, where you been? It's been a couple of weeks since we've dropped an episode. Well, you know what? I'll tell you where we've been. We've been very busy. Mike has been doing his show, Forever Plaid, at the Act 2 Playhouse. I got it right this time. I'm amazing. Well done, I remembered what the theater was.
You used to have a sound effect for that, Keith, back in the day.
Do we now? Thank you. It was a fantastic production. Mike starred in and directed Forever Plaid.
That was more applause than we ever got, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was not clapping that hard. But we went to go see it. It was fantastic. But that is why we kind of got lost with our schedules, because both of us are working full time on top of doing all of our usual nonsense. But we are back, and we'll be back now consistently, hopefully for a while. It's going to be great. And so, in payment for us being gone for a couple of weeks, we have a really exciting episode for you today. Starting off with something from the great Chris Mitchell. We showed some of the figures that he sent Mike recently. The fantastic... it's hard to call them custom figures anymore, because they're just Chris's line of fantastic figures. And we showed a lot of them, but we held one back. We held two back because we couldn't show it till I was able to get my grimy hands on it, because we have official Chris Mitchell, CRM Productions, Keith and Mike Series 2 action figures. I can't believe it, but unless I'm mistaken, you and I now have more action figures of ourselves than were made of Kai Wynn.
Well, Keith, unfortunately, you know what? Now is a good time. I have to come clean about something.
Oh no.
Number one. So thank you, Chris. I remember I had reached out to him to. I mentioned this before. I had reached out to him to recommission the figures because I had wasn't prepared for the protection necessary.
There was an away mission that went poorly, and we had a casualty.
You know how there's that battle damaged Riker, Keith?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to present to you Battle Damage Series 1 Mike.
I have not seen the Battle Damage series. See, you got to keep it in the original. Oh, no. Ooh, I don't know if Dr. Crusher can help you there, bud.
I don't think any blinky lights are going to help. We're missing a head, which I do have separately. It's cryo-frozen. We had a casualty on the hand. We got Luke Skywalker.
Oh, no.
And then we have this leg, which I attempted to super glue, but it has disappeared. So,
Mikey, that's
so that
not
was
good.
V1. I hope yours fared better.
It did actually. And I guess while we're doing it, just so we can see it, let's go to Toy Cam, and so we can look at V1 versus V2. So here is the spectacular V1. The Keith Series 1, one of one, as I understand it. Here, the Chris Mitchell figure, hand-painted, hand-sculpted. It's absolutely spectacular. And so, unbeknownst to me, Chris was like, not only am I going to replace your broken figure, he did a Series 2.
He did.
So we are going to show the 2.0 versions of Keith and Mike. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. I have not seen it.
Oh, well, then, you know what? Let's do mine first, because I've already opened it. Yeah, and we'll do an unboxing.
Because I have the box here, which here's the great part about that. It looked, and Jillian took pictures of it, so it looked like an illicit drug deal. So in a parking lot in Pennsylvania, two random dudes handed off a taped up box. I'm amazed we were not arrested.
All right. Well, here's Mike 2.0.
I've
got him.
All right.
I've got him behind glass because I don't want to damage him again. Yes, he is currently. He has he came with the choking hazard. He has the Nagus stick. You'll see Keith full articulation now. We've got full...
Okay. So this is an original Playmates body now.
It appears so. I do have my full pips, which I'm appreciating.
And is that a new facial sculpt? Is it an updated facial sculpt?
It does. I'll tell you this: the paint is at the very least the paint is updated because he gave me some more salt and peps as I have aged on the
A
show.
little more salt, little less peps.
Yes, and I think the beard is pronounced. So it was definitely a new paint, and I think that I have a more of a regal quality to me. So I'm appreciating it. There's a couple of choking hazards at the bottom. There's a data pad that didn't make the crop of the picture, but the Negus stick I really appreciated. Whether he's did that just coincidentally or he knows how much I appreciate.
I think he
all of
knows you.
Sean,
I
yeah,
I
and the
think it's
sounds we make.
perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say it. Now you look like the classic crazy admiral who comes on and on the next gen and turns out to be crazy, like every single admiral we ever see on next gen.
You'll see some of my ships, Keith. So I'm starting to build out my collection, and I've got various
you are.
shelves with various things. And so my things that are like my special things, all right, so that includes
The precious.
the precious and the 3 sculpts that Chris did for me. That includes Garak, Mr. Cisco, and Odo, as well as the ships that we unboxed on the channel. Have now got pride of place. I got some lights, and we're looking a little bit like this.
Oh my God! Look at that.
So yeah, you can see some ships up at the top next to me up there with the box that JD made, along with my Chris Mitchell originals, which that box will fill out eventually. I got to get me the rest of the original cast, but
we got to start paying him.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I hope that didn't come across flip. I absolutely want to pay him, but I know he's.
I mean, that looks
busy.
spectacular. I mean, the lights are really cool. You know, and that's look. You are displaying them as they deserve to be displayed. They are pieces of art, and they deserve to be displayed like that. And I gotta say that the 22 Playmates D looks great.
I agree. And with the uplight there, you don't even have to remember we had talked about how you could probably hot wire it so it's lit all the time. With the uplight, when the lights are dark here, it actually
like
glows through, so it sort of it does, it's kind of an RC cola of lighting, but it's working nonetheless.
I genuinely have not looked at this. So I also was not expecting this. Everything about this is a surprise to me. And so it's just an amazing bonus here. So I'm going to reach in and pull out.
Oh, yep. That's for you.
Okay. So this is, oh my God, classic scale Cisco. Oh my God.
And I threw in some of the heads that he had mailed me.
We're have to get into the heads.
The reject heads. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I got to get this on camera. All right, so you go to the side here. All right, here we go. Cisco and Keith, best friends forever. Oh my God.
And look how correctly placed the comm badges are.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're in the review part of now where his comm badge is all messed up. Wow. God, that is spectacular. I think we need to stand next to each other and be best friends.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God. All right. So let us do the big shot here. All right, here we go. This is the new official Keith Series 2. It comes in its own box with its own choking hazard. I'm not going to look. Let's deal with the choking hazards here first. Oh man, I got the big phaser and a coffee cup and a data pad. Ooh, wow, that's so cool. How do I open this? Ooh, wow, these are first class choking hazards here. All right. Ooh. Oh, did you do something with the data pad to make it look so good?
Yeah, I noticed that too on mine. They looked really good. I don't know if you repainted them, perhaps.
Are they from a different line? I don't know what's going on there. The coffee cup, yes, exactly. So accurate. Let me get these choking hazards in here. Look how great those are. Oh man. How exciting.
Very,
I mean,
yes, very.
All right, so choking hazards look fantastic. It's going to go in the display. I think I'm going to do the same thing Mike did because that looks so good, and I'm envious already. All right, let me look. Oh man, look at that! All right, got to get it on camera.
Yes. Look how handsome you are.
Oh man, that's such a lie, but oh wow. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, you definitely look a little more grizzled, Keith. I think it's definitely a redux.
All right, hold on. Now, Now I have to. So indulge me for a second while I look at them with my own eyeballs. I don't know how. I don't know how one improves, but that. I mean, it's how did it get better? I don't understand how it got better. I would not be able to like medically say how that was even possible.
I like how in this sculpt, at least, there's more of the inkling. There's more of the impression that you potentially have genitalia. In the old one,
I mean, that really looks like me. Holy moly! I mean, it's an idealized version of me. It's the best possible.
Do you ever
me.
wear contacts, Keith?
No, I have never once in my life put a contact in.
Well, let me tell you, this mold of you is giving me thoughts that you should wear contacts.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely gonna be my dating profile.
Just that action figure?
Just the action figure.
That's actually pretty funny, man.
Fully posable. Like mostly posable.
Mostly posable, yeah.
I move mostly.
Semi-hard resin. Now, Keith,
yes.
true or false?
Slightly larger than 4.75 inch scale.
You got more handsome, but did you get a demotion?
I've changed divisions and I have been demoted. I feel like I deserve it. This is much more like how I'd actually end up, because I'd end up in the sciences.
So I have to tell you, I'm okay. The color thing I didn't recognize right away, but that you're in a different division. But I was just looking at the pips and true or false? If the action figures are the truth, and we're going by pips, I believe that makes me the boss.
Chris, we're going to have a little conversation, sir.
Mike's gotten a little too much knowledge now.
I am so grateful for this. Chris, I cannot thank you enough, as always. My Chris Mitchell collection is up on the shelf next to the JD collection, next to the Colin Dagan collection. It's really so much fun, and we cannot tell you how much we appreciate it and are honored, genuinely honored that you would take the time. So all of Chris's social medias and his contact info is in the show notes below. More spectacular work, more things of pride that will exist on the shelf. See right there on this shelf here, that's where the important stuff goes. Those are my awards and stuff, and I think and my books, and I don't think there's any greater award than you figure of myself. It is my most narcissistic bookshelf that I have. So really got to appreciate it. All right, folks. Well, I think that was too much. We're going to have to save what I'm going to do for next episode. But you know what? I'm going to tease it. So next episode, right? People have been asking for years as we've been doing this show, are you guys ever going to do any of the Art Asylum figures? Are you ever going to do any of the Diamond Selects? And we're like, no, we're Playmates. And so we've never really done it before. Oh! Next week, we are unboxing and reviewing the Star Trek Nemesis Art Asylum 7-inch data. Oh my God. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. You can join our Patreon at patreon.com/K&M, where you see all of our other nonsense. We'll see you back here next week with another episode of Look at My Star Trek Toys. Damn, that's cool.